so on that definition, like on that vein, give me your definition of masculinity.
Oh gosh. Dang, that's a big one.
And you don't even have to give me a definition.
Now I'm squirming in my chair. You see? I'm like,
yeah. So don't give me a definition because that's like too linear.
Description.
Give me a description. Like what is because I have my own, and it's very different from what I thought it was when I was in my 20s. Mm-hmm. But what is a man? Like what does a real man look like?
To paint a picture, you know what's funny? What's coming to my head is William Wallace.
Oh yeah,
Braveheart.
Yeah,
like a man encompasses like every area of life. To how would I even put this? That's a big question, man. No one's ever asked me that before.
You're gonna write a whole blog about it now.
I'm about to do something with it.
No, I mean later, not right now.
Yeah, not right now. Not right now. What is masculinity? I think it's the ability to show up in every moment to be your absolute best, to provide, to lead, to be strong, protective, while at the same time being vulnerable and loving and peaceful and gentle, and being able to show up in each moment as needed, with love in every situation.
Whether it's fight or whether it's comfort.
How do you mean? Fight or comfort?
Well, sometimes men have to fight. This is true.
Mm-hmm.
This is just the reality of
100%.
life.
So you have to show up.
You have to show up.
But what are you fighting for? The people you love.
Right.
Yeah.
We did this. Have you come across Johnny Slicks prior to this?
No.
We did this. You've seen the old Gillette commercial about
Toxic masculinity.
men can do better or we can do better.
Not really. I don't watch TV.
It was a big deal. It was a YouTube ad.
They lost a lot of.
Yeah, I never saw it.
Ironically
Sorry.
enough, yeah, they lost. Well, you might not even been in the States. Who knows? I don't remember when it came out.
It was years ago.
So, it was not a great ad. They lost a lot of customers. I mean, I think that they still have not fully rebounded from that commercial. So, anyways, when we made our Johnny Slicks shave soap, I wanted to make this commercial about kind of like that time-honored tradition from a man to a son, which I didn't have, of shaving, but the way it should be, the way in a perfect world, the way that it should be laid out. So we rate this commercial about masculinity and basically like what a father is, what a man is, and he's a leader, he's a provider, he's a professor, he's a teacher, and the role of a man is to show our young people how to treat women, how to fight if need be, how to protect others, how to love others, how to stand up for people, how to work hard, and so we made this commercial and it went viral. It went viral, but all it is it's just images and video of dads teaching them how to shave, because that you squeeze it all down and that's just like one small little thing of a man, whether it be a grandfather, an uncle, a father, friend, whatever it may be, teaching a young man how to shave. Something so simple.
So then if you were going to define masculinity, then how would you define it?
Like that. I mean, a man you are the shepherd, if you will, in every shape or form. So whatever the need is, I look at my son and I go, how do I prepare him for the world? What does he need to know? Fuck, everything. You know what I mean? A lot.
Right.
He needs to learn how to be a good friend. He needs to learn how to train his body. He needs to learn how to train his mind. He needs to learn how to treat and respect women. The things that, and hopefully when he's our age, he doesn't have to go through the things that we went through, because he learned them growing up very openly. And some mistakes that I made early on with my kids, my first two, is I took those lessons for granted because the world was, I mean, as complicated as the world was, it was much easier than it is this past year and a half, right?
Yeah.
I didn't prepare them for the lessons that I could have taught them and prepared them for. I didn't. And that's a failure on me. But like looking at being as a father, I'm like, now that I'm older, it's obvious. It's much more apparent to me. Like being a new dad at this age compared to
totally different, huh?
Totally different.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a different person.
Yeah.
My definition of masculinity is different. But now I'm like, they need to be prepared for all these external factors. And I look at people like one of our employees, actually the Kennedys. They have how many? They have 3 or 4?
4.
4? And those kids are so well rounded. I'm sure they have like their own, nonsense.
Everyone does, yeah,
you know
of course,
what I mean?
of course.
But the way that they view the world, the way they treat people, those kids, like all of them, are just the most stand-up, well-rounded, down-to-earth people, and they see everything for what it is. And they'll call bullshit on things, but it's just so. I mean, like I think about Braden, Braden is one. He's a jiu-jitsu savant, and he's one of the kids that just continually kills me.
So good.
He's
so good.
I feel like I told him I feel like we're in an abusive relationship because he beats me up and then he hugs me and tells me he loves me afterwards, and I'm like I don't know how I feel about this because I don't really feel love right now. But as much as I do love him, he's, at the end of the day, he's very young, right? He's 20 years old. But somebody like that, it's like he is an extremely hard worker, treats everyone with love and respect, but then sees, is very in tune with the way the world is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that, to me, is some dope-ass parenting.
Yeah.
Like I think his father, who actually just won the Agoge Challenge, congratulations. How much he lost like 20-something pounds.
That's what's up.
Yeah. And so I look at him and I'm like, man, he really did something right as a man with his family and with his kids, because otherwise how do those kids turn out that way?
Yeah.
You prepare them for the world. And that's what we talk about with the Agoge is like, you are everything. You are the professor. You are the provider. You are the protector. I mean,
yeah, it's big. It's very difficult to define masculinity and what it means to be a man. It is, which is why it's a daunting task. And I think that's one reason why
so many
we're
people fail.
so shitty.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
No, it's the most difficult, and there's no days off. You don't get to have a day.
Because you wake up.
Yeah. And then it's there.
It's time to be a man today.
It's time to be a man today.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that it's like you have to be this super tough guy. That's actually the opposite. Anytime I see a super tough guy, I'm like, you've got some serious issues that you're hiding.
Yeah, I've learned that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I start seeing like guys that are on both sides of the fence, they can fight just as much as they can cry or they can hug and love, because a man is what they need to be.
Yeah.
When they need to be it.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that pendulum shift, if you don't have that emotional range, well, then you're doing your tribe a disservice.
I agree.
And that's Nick's opinion.
Well, and that's why it's like he said. It's why it's so hard. It's the bar is so high, and that's why so many men struggle, because there's just like no outlet for them to communicate this sort of stuff or someone to talk to about.
And this is why men's groups, they're coaching, all these things are like when we got our business coach, she really didn't think that I needed it.
The business, like having a business coach.
Yeah.
I didn't think it wasn't that I didn't think you needed it. I just felt like if you needed it, then you needed it because you felt like you did.
Yeah.
But I didn't see you that way.
Right.
But what did you think?
I needed it for my brain to process everything that I had going on.
And now that you've seen
exponentially,
that, what's your opinion?
100% helped him, changed him like more in the last year than he has since we've been together.
That's so huge, because there's a lot of men. I mean, heck, I didn't work with my first coach, who then was my actual first coach, because my then wife didn't think that it was beneficial. So this is a whole new interesting like thought, right? It's almost like, you're the man, you don't need a coach. Like, just be the man.
It's not the way it works.
But and I don't know if that was your thought, but that's
no. I think her thought was like, you're already great and super capable and super smart. Look how
I
much
thought
we've
he had
done.
it in him, and I knew he had it in him, and I didn't see him to need it. But like I
the
said,
peanut butter can't see the
yeah.
peanut butter.
Yeah.
I said that at the beginning of the podcast.
Remember how I said?
No, but that is huge, because it's you can see then that working together to do that has benefited both of you.